Okay, before we start talking about Beyonce and the rest of these topics at hand, because there are a lot, I want you to go over to patreon.com/AdrianExpression. First of all, the last chapters of my ebook, like the audio series, will be released on there. I finally got through the whole book. Also, I started something new on Patreon called the Patron Spotlight, where I'll be picking, I'm thinking one lucky patron every month. If we get a lot more patrons, I'll do it more often than that. But just to shout them out, you know, I want them to give me their biography so I can post it. Let me post your art or whatever it is, your music, your accomplishments, whatever it is. It's going to be mainly on the Patreon feed, and Donald Simmons Jr. is the first one who got the Patron Spotlight. This is really exciting to me because it allows me to get to know you guys better. Can't wait to do more of that. And of course, the latest episode of the Expression Podcast is on there, and it's entitled A Fall from Lace. So make sure that you get into it. So I'll just brush over this really quickly because we have a lot of topics to cover today. But Lady Gaga's new single leaked, and it's entitled Stupid Love. If you have gotten a chance to listen to it, it really sounds like Do What You Want With My Body. You know, I want to see if I'm alone in thinking this. Hopefully I'm not, because that's the first song. I actually thought that was the song playing, no shade. But it sounds like Do What You Want in My Body. I don't know if she's going to be continuing to give us art pop teas. Don't know what's going on. I don't know if Lady Gaga's camp has said anything about the leak at all. But all I'm saying is it's out there, girls. If you have heard it, let me know what you think of it. But it really serves me Do What You Want. This video is going to be music industry heavy because the Grammys are coming up. Beyonce signed a Sony deal, so that means that hopefully she's gonna feed us, all right? She's gonna give us what we want. Beyonce has signed a new global agreement with Sony/ATV Music Publishing. It's going to cover her entire catalog, including Destiny's Child. The CEO, John Platt, said beyond all of her well-deserved accolades and accomplishments, Beyonce is simply one of the most driven and impactful talents. We've been to John Platt. He said Beyonce inspires generations with her songs, and I'm honored to reunite her with Sony/ATV. Beyonce said, because she's gonna be making some coin, she said, I'm excited. I bet you are, girl. I'm excited for what's to come with my continued partnership with John Platt and his new leadership role at Sony ATV, saying that he understands her creative mindset and that it's been an honor for her to work with him. That's cool. I'm glad that y'all are getting this business shit done. That's cool. Give us the album. Give us the album. Thanks for the clothes, give us the album. We're talking about the music industry here, right? So the Grammys will be returning January 26th. We have artists like Demi Lovato performing, Billie Eilish performing, Rosalia, Tyler the Creator, Jonas Brothers, we have Alicia Keys. There are more artists that will be performing. I will talk about them a little bit later. But first I wanted to talk about the fact that the Grammys are apparently being sued, honey. They're being sued. Now, I don't know if it's Duggan, girl, I don't know. Deborah Duggan, girl, we're gonna call her Duggan. This is how she looks. Let me tell you something. All I know is that if I saw this, can I speak to the manager built ass woman staring at me with this clenched jaw cells? I'm walking across the street. I'm walking to the other sidewalk. Girl, I don't want to mess with her. Deborah is saying, let me make sure I get this right. She accused the Recording Academy of being basically a boys club, of being an organization that likes to ignore sexual harassment reports and likes to suppress rape allegations. Girl, it really would not be surprising to me at all. I mean, I just think that it's crazy that we can't enjoy things, okay? We can't enjoy movies, music, and now we apparently can't really enjoy this already lackluster, already exhausting ass award show because you tired ass, ugly ass, trifling ass men are in the Recording Academy doing all types of rigging, all types of sexual harassment and shit. It's just, I'm over it. How do I navigate this? I'm trying to see y'all face act a fool on national TV. I'm gonna drag it. So in the complaint that she filed, and it was filed with the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, instances of unfairness and discrimination were called out. I mean, from the fact that Beyonce was snubbed to the fact that 10 black artists have been awarded with Album of the Year throughout the Academy's entire existence. She called that out. Then, this is coming from the Washington Examiner. They said, in addition, the complaint alleges that the Grammy nomination process is rigged. Ooh, pretends to be shocked. Is rigged, and that the Academy allows certain artists to sit on secret committees and vote on their own nominations. Girl, I'm screaming. Okay, indeed, it is not unusual for artists who have relationships with board members and who ranked at the bottom of the initial 20 artist list to end up receiving nominations. And I'm gonna read this here. The board also manipulates the nominations process to ensure that certain songs or albums are nominated when the producer of the Grammys wants a particular song performed during the show. So it's just like, all this shit's coming out while the Grammys is over here saying, hey, trying to distract y'all with artists and shit. Hey, look who's nominated. Come watch our show. Miss Deborah Dugan said, what's up? I think at first she was looking for a settlement and they tried to drag the shit out of her and placed her on leave. And she was like, all right, girl, I'm bringing the heat. I'm bringing the guns out. Honestly, it just confirms what we all knew and what we have been saying for years. We've been saying, girl, we already know how y'all gonna treat our artists, especially the black artists. And that's why I've been pushing for us to make sure that we don't just use the Grammys as some type of end-all be-all rubric for these artists, for these creatives who are putting their best work out. Like, girl, if motherfuckers sitting on secret committees and shit, girl, get out of here. Get out of here. But at the same time, my Curious George shapehead ass wants to see the Grammy show. I don't know how to negotiate that. All I know is that y'all faves better bring the heat. You better bring the heat. I'm so tired of they whack ass performances, but I will be there to drag the shit out of it. Speaking of the Grammys, Lil Nas X will be apparently performing with people like Diplo. He'll be performing with Billy Ray Cyrus. He's gonna be performing with, apparently, BTS. At the time I'm recording this, it's not confirmed. But yeah, these are some of the pictures from the photo shoot that he did and the article that he did with Variety. I mean, the beauty jumped out, the gay blackness jumped out. We love to see that. The article went over a lot of things. Apparently, the Old Town Road beat only cost him like $50. He also talked about how fame and success, like overnight fame and success, tested his mental health and how he canceled appearances and performances to deal with it. One of the interesting quotes from him says, I hope my actions are enough to inspire other young LGBTQ children coming up to not be afraid to be themselves, but I feel pressure to be a role model for the community. I don't know, I interpret that as him saying, girl, I'm happy y'all, I got y'all lives, but I ain't perfect. I don't know. I feel like a lot of celebrities feel that way. Like, okay, I'm glad y'all looking up to me, but I'm just like your ass. And since we're talking about magazine spreads, Lizzo did one for Rolling Stone. And I thought it was beautiful. I was like, finally, we got somebody who knows how to style, sis. Like, please don't have my good sis out here in a burlap sack running around here. You know what I mean? A laundry bag. Like, they had sis out, and it was very creative. They had sis out here looking good. It was shot by David LaChapelle, and the article was done by Brittany Spanos. In it, Lizzo talked about the difficulties of touring, her last romance, performing at the AMAs, all of that. All the girls are getting spreads, showing off their talent and success. We love to see that. Something else that we also love to see is Megan Thee Stallion. She put this up on Twitter. I think it was on Tuesday she put this up on Twitter. It's giving alter ego. I don't know. She said Sugar and Tina Snow. That's what she said. I don't know. She's giving Hot Girl and Tina Snow in the same car. It's giving Beyonce and Sasha Fierce. It's giving Nicki Minaj and Roman alter ego. I love the concept of alter ego so much. So I can't wait to see it. So when I saw this picture, it was kind of unexpected for me. Alicia Keys will be returning with her self-titled album called Alicia. It will be released on March 20th. I thought this fact was cool. The pre-sale for it will be released on January 24th because her birthday is January 25th. She has a huge year ahead of her. Apparently she will also be hosting the Grammys again, and she will be going on tour in June. So I don't know, girl. Sis said, if it's one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my check. You talking about a bag? I might have, I don't know, it's giving public shopping bag tees. That's the type of bag I have. Alicia Keys said, I'm going to get me a Birkin bag. She said she's going to secure that bag, and I can't be mad at it. Let's switch gears here to wrap up this video, talk about some politics. Tulsi Gabbard is apparently trying to sue Hillary Clinton for $50 million because of defamation. Apparently, she's saying, Tulsi is saying, Hillary said that I'm a Russian asset. She's saying that I'm being groomed by Russia, and it's just an assault on my character. And it's hilarious to me because Hillary Clinton, and it's funny because you will not really catch me defending no Clintons like that. My rule in politics is the lesser of two evils, and there's a lot of evil motherfuckers out here, but it's just in general, Hillary Clinton didn't say Tulsi Gabbard's name. She just said, I think, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I know, Hillary just said, oh, Russia's grooming somebody, and she is, I'm just like, okay, that's all she said. But hit dogs will holler, hit dogs will holler. And right now, Tulsi is yodeling. Tulsi, why does it have you so pressed, sis? And why did everybody automatically assume that it was your ass, sis? Why are you over here acting like a whole ass Republican on ultra-conservative media platforms, sis? Why are you so bothered and pressed about Hillary Clinton saying that some woman is being groomed by Russia? Why is it bothering you so much, girl? I feel like we already know the answer to that question, sis. Moving right along. Donald Trump is saying that he wants to add 7 more countries to his travel ban, okay? Let me read it so I can get it right. Trump was at a news conference at the World Economic Forum in Switzerland, and he said, we're adding a couple more countries to the travel ban, and that's 7 more countries, like I said, to be exact. He said, we have to be safe. Our country has to be safe. You see what's going on in the world, our country has to be safe. So I'm like, you know, you're repeating this bullshit. Repeating bullshit over and over doesn't make it true. Maybe that's what happens in his fantasy universe, but I can tell you that it doesn't work in the real one. Among the countries he's trying to ban is Tanzania, Nigeria, and Sudan. And if you remember the previous ban, this is coming from NPR, the Supreme Court upheld the Trump administration's 3rd version of the ban, which bars nearly all travelers or immigrants from 5 majority Muslim countries: Iran, Syria, Yemen, Libya, and Somalia, as well as North Korea and Venezuela. So that's why I've always said to people who think that these immigration policies, which have their foundation in bigotry, some of these people think that they won't affect our communities. I'm like, okay, you're in for a rude awakening, okay? And him trying to expand this ban confirms what we already knew, is that he's going to try inch by inch to see how much he can get away with. And before you know it, you wake up and your country looks completely different. Get his ass out of there. I'm tired. And on that note, you can have a good goddamn evening.